So I have Rennie here, and I met him at the Boca Raton Masters here in Boca Raton, Florida. And Rennie, you're a really interesting guy because you travel all over the country, and you're here for the pickleball tournament, and you do massages, and it's such a cool business. Just the way that we were talking about, the way that you camp and travel around the country. And so, what brings you to this pickleball event?
Well, we work a lot of events all over the country. So we thought, a friend of ours make a comment about these tournaments, and we called the organizers to see if we can get in because we thought it was like definitely pickleball is one of the biggest sports trending now and all over the world. So we thought it was a good market, and athletes definitely need massages. So we travel a lot too. So it would be nice to be around traveling, doing something that we like for work, and also I'm trying to see if I can get into playing too, because I used to play racquetball a lot, and so I think I can do a good transition, to this sport, and it's a lot of fun. People looks like they're having a good time, and the whole community is really good though. We love it.
Yep. And my name is Gary Zenz. I'm with Pickleball Travel, and your name is.
Renier Garcia, me and my wife Holly. So we own the company, The Massage People, and basically we go around working in all kinds of events, like sports events, music, festivals. Like we also travel following the World Series of Poker, the WSOP. So, because my wife have a lot of experience on casino massage, which a lot of people not even know it's a thing, but it's also a business. So we bought a camper van 2 years ago, and we hit the road, and we've been nonstop so far. It's been great.
What I really get a kick out of is how you're able to go around the country in your camper van, and you go to these places, and a lot of times you don't even pay to stay at those places. How can you kind of talk about that a little bit? Because I find that's a really interesting way to travel.
It is. So a lot of people don't know that in the campers community lifestyle, when you learn and you go around, of course, if there is a way to be in multiple places, like public lands that allow people to park and stay, like not to live there, but you can stay like 2 weeks at a time in a place. You're working there for a reason. You can just park your van or your trailer or whatever you're driving, and you can go about your business and also save a lot of money. So in a lot of places, like there's something called free camping. You basically have to register yourself, like they know that you're there, but you don't have to pay, and that's pretty cool. Our event is self-sustained, so pretty much like we can go around and have a good time, work at the same time, and save money too.
And how cool would it be to travel around the country to different pickleball spots, different events, and park in free areas, or maybe there's other areas where you might have the campsite and the campsite amenities type of thing. And you talked about the way that you do it each day. A lot of times you'll start off the day going to the gym.
Yeah, basically we have like some type of routine that when we're on the road, we just like go to the gym early in the morning, take a shower there because it's easy for us, and then usually, let's say we go to Colorado or Nevada or California, we know that we're gonna spend like 5-6 days on the road. That's what we do every day. And sometimes, if we're not in a rush, and we find a nice place that we want to see, we make it like a quick stop for a couple of days, and we enjoy some hiking, some attractions. United States is a beautiful country. There is a lot of stuff to do. So a lot of time, travelers don't realize that you just can see a lot of stuff when you're on the road. Because when you travel, there is different ways to travel, but when you're on the road, pretty much you don't miss anything because it's in front of your face. You can just go on the road and you see a sign that say like waterfall or whatever, you just pull over and you spend like half a day there. And if you like it, you stay overnight and keep going tomorrow. So it's very nice. So we're learning now about pickleball, and apparently it's huge in the West Coast too. So we've been in the West Coast multiple times. So hopefully we can get into all these tournaments and go around and interact pretty much with the same people and the same lifestyle.
Let's say if people follow your journey, where would they find you? Would it be Instagram where somebody could follow you? What's your Instagram
Our
handle?
company name is The Massage People, and we are on Instagram and Facebook. So Holly is also an educator, registered in the whole country, and she's gonna have a class teaching casino massage coming out this year. So in a couple of weeks, she's gonna start doing the first one. So we're pretty excited about that too, because that way we can do multiple things, which is what we do basically. We like to be on the move, and we like to try different stuff, when it comes to having a good time and making money at the same time.
Yep, and my booth is here at the corner, and your booth is right across. And I've seen people get massages from you guys, and they come out and they're just all full of energy, and they really enjoy it. So
I'm surprisingly how pickleball people, because for a lot of people, pickleball is a sport for all people, blah blah blah, but it's not. It's all kind of people, and a lot of them, have injuries or they feel discomfort, and massage integrate really good with this lifestyle. So we're very happy with our first try.
Let's say there was somebody that followed your journey around the country as you do these postings, and they happen to be in a certain town. How would that look like if they wanted to contact you, or maybe have you come down to their pickleball club, perhaps? Maybe when they're
usually we have a website too called the Massage Pips. So you can go through the website or Instagram. Usually people go contact us through that, and we also do a lot of research. And let's say we're going to Atlanta, because we have family there, so we try to see if they have some events that fits our, lifestyle and the massage, and it's been pretty good. So we kind of like follow whatever is in front of us in order to, keep going.
Where's the coolest place that you've ever visited as you've been traveling around in your camper van around the country?
Well, in the United States, so far our favorite state is Colorado. We have family in Durango, Colorado. We go a couple of times a year there in the winter because we snowboard too. And we love the Colorado. That is very green. The air quality is pristine. For skiers and snowboarders, it's a hot spot because they have multiple ski towns. But we love to go hiking. Hiking is a big thing for us. So we do a lot of hiking. We get lost a couple of times, a couple of days on the woods and come back. So, that's pretty much what we do.
I bet when you've gone around the country, I bet there's been some interesting stories. I remember Holly was talking about one story where you were camping in sort of a more desolate area.
Yeah, in
and there was
Oklahoma.
another camper that went like right next to you.
Yeah, for the most part, it's been very safe for us. We never been into any type of weird situations or anything like that. But one time we were in the middle of nowhere because we were driving for 8 hours. And Holly is a really good navigator. She always finds cool spot to, stay overnight. And we find this camping in a lake, and we park there. And then in the middle of the night, we hear a car pulling over very close to us. And it gets funny for like 5 or 10 minutes, but they left. After all that, we realized they might be staying in that same place the night before or during the day, and they probably were looking for something they, forgot or they left. But other than that, it's always good people. When you travel in a camper van and you park in places with other people, everybody's friendly because everybody's kind of the same. Like pickleball, everybody's in the same lifestyle, and people kind of friendly. Everybody knows what's going on. They always approach you, hey, you need anything? You need firewood, or you need water, or if you guys don't have food, we have leftovers. So it's very friendly.
It's that community.
Yeah, it's a friendly community. So far, we've been doing it for 2 years, and it's been awesome.
You've been doing it for 2 years. And let's just say that somebody like myself want to travel around the country in this type of maybe it's a camper van, maybe it's a travel trailer, a fifth wheel, or RV, what have you. Where would you recommend that they go to the pickleball spots? I mean, there's a lot of pickleball spots in Florida, California, Arizona, different places. But as you've traveled these 2 years, where would you recommend people sort of gravitate to
I
first?
think when what I recommend to people is like if you have to travel to play pickleball, for example, why not to choose a location where you can also enjoy your time? Like we're from Tampa Bay. The whole Tampa Bay area is beautiful because there's water everywhere. There is a lot of stuff to do. You have three cities in one area. You have Clearwater Beach, you have St. Pete Beach, and you have Tampa Bay. But there is a lot of history there. So you go to a tournament in Tampa, for example, or Bradenton area or Sarasota. There is a huge community there from tennis and pickleball. You your time off, you can do so much. You can walk around and you can go to historic places, and basically you're playing pickleball, but you also enjoying your time in those areas. So
Yeah, I talked to Travis Retmeyer, and he has a great club that he just raves about in St. Pete.
there you go.
And I've heard that's also a great place.
Yeah.
Obviously, Florida is a terrific state to have pickleball in. Austin now is becoming the
Yeah.
capital, in pickleball. I've been to California, Southern California, and obviously they have a lot of clubs there.
I love Austin. I've been a couple of times there working on festivals, and Austin is my favorite city in Texas. It's a college town, but it's so much going on, and there is a high, cultural level there, like a lot of art. Like you can find different ways to have a good time there. And if you incorporate all that with pickleball, it's awesome.
Is there other areas of the country that would be surprising, some of the facts about those areas? Is there certain areas of the country that you've been to? Maybe it's Northeast or Northwest. Is there other areas that you've been surprised by that people might not
I
know?
always, one of the cities that I like the most in the United States as a city is New Orleans. The music in New Orleans is great. I come from a musician family. My father is a musician, so I really appreciate music. So usually we travel so much, I don't like to repeat places because I want to see the whole country. But I always have to go through New Orleans because New Orleans is one of my favorite places in the country. I don't know how huge pickleball is in New Orleans, but it's one of those places that when we go west, I always have to stop and spend like a couple of days there with my friends, enjoy good music. The food is great also. So we love that. We've been in the national parks in California. Now they're having a lot of issues with the fires, but it's a beautiful place and pickleball is huge on the West Coast. So California is one of the other spots that, for travelers, it would be nice, like, if you've never been there, why not go to a pickleball tournament and also enjoy the whole, state.
Exactly. And you're from Cuba.
Yep.
We talked about this a little bit.
Yeah.
I've been contacted by the people in Cuba wanting to have trips down there, and it's in the process. It's on the list of things, of places to go. You were talking about how Cuba would be a really good place to have a pickleball vacation because of the safety aspect of it. To me, I say, wow, Cuba, I don't know, maybe it's not so safe, but actually the facts are that it is really safe. I've heard that from some people, and you were talking about it as well.
For tourists, it's safe. One thing is what's going on with the Cubans and the government and other things. Another thing is, like, as a tourist, you go there and you're gonna have a unique experience because Cuba is definitely a unique country with unique characteristics. And when you bring like sports or something like that, like the community appreciate the interchange of a lot of people go to Cuba and help the Cuban people. I think that would be the right way to do it. Be open to interact with people. For the most part, they're like welcome. People from other countries, especially America. So my wife, she's American, and she's been there 4 times, and she loves it. Nature is pretty, and like people love sports. So Cuba always been like really good into sports. And pickleball is like, you don't need much to set up a pickleball, tournament, yeah, you need a net, rackets, balls, but the infrastructure is very easy in order to organize something that it would be like, good
Sure,
for
sure.
people.
Yeah, I mean, tennis courts, nice quality tennis courts where you can put lines on.
Exactly.
It's doable. We typically in certain resorts have put pickleball nets on tennis courts and then had lines. It works out. It's much better to have dedicated courts,
Exactly.
of course. And there are some places that do have dedicated courts there. But if someone were to visit Cuba and do a pickleball event and then were to travel, what specific places in Cuba would be a must see?
I think you have to go and see Havana. Havana has always been like this mystical place, for Americans for the last 60 years.
With the old 50s cars and stuff like that.
Because the whole thing, people feel like some type of romanticism about it. So I think that's what most people that approach me tell me about it. Yeah, I want to see the cars. I want to see before everything changed. And I think it's a good opportunity, Of course, I recommend people do their own research to do everything legal and proper and but I think it would be a good opportunity. It would be I would say like a unique experience for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely on the list of really interesting close places that are close to the U.S. to fly to that I want to check out.
It's just 1 hour from Fort Lauderdale or Miami, so it's right there.
Yep. Rennie, I'll put the link in the description in the video from where people can find you. I think it'd be kind of cool for pickleball people as they're playing pickleball if they kind of follow your journey, and then if you're in the neighborhood, just touch base on the massage, get the massage, get the pickleball. I think you have a great niche also.
I think so. I think we can really help a lot of people, especially in pickleball, because it's we've been doing massage for 20 years, so we kind of like know what's going on with the human body, and we've been helping a lot of people. So we've been helping people in different sports, dancers. That's another thing that we do, dance competitions, and we help a lot of people. So hopefully, we can continue to do pickleball.
Yeah, that's great. And please touch base with me or Rennie regarding any information that you want as far as destinations in the U.S. that you might want to travel to with a travel trailer or a camper van, anything like that. And so yeah, Pickleball Travel is your destination for the best pickleball vacations. And I hope to see you at one of these events and perhaps Rennie as well.
All right.
So
thank you
sir.
so much.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Sun's coming out. We gotta do some business now.
Yeah.